I remember trying out Robocraft when it first launched on PC almost half a decade ago, enjoying a few quick attempts at building robot vehicles out of blocks, slapping wheels and guns on them, and then taking them into multiplayer battles. Today it seeks a new audience on console, with Robocraft Infinity launching on Xbox One via the ID at Xbox program and also being a launch day addition to Xbox Game Pass. Your first stop in the game will surely be the editor to build your first robot to battle with. It's pretty simple to use, with a first-person view and rather Minecraft-esque block-based construction, but a neat twist is the mirror tool to let you create something symmetrically, while there's a central line marked in the editor to let you see where the middle of the vehicle is if you decide to stray from this. Alternatively, you can use the bodybuilder to combine a class with front and back body parts to get going in moments, and then there's also the factory where you can view and download the creations of others. Those players then get a nice little kickback with a bit of in-game currency to spend, helping to feed the user content generation in the game. The robot you build is entirely up to you, limited only by the amount of CPU that it uses up and your progression through unlocking the different kinds of cubes. Each block that you place, every wheel, rotor, gun, leg or whatever adds to the tally with a limit of 3000 CPU points. Thankfully, you don't ever have to worry about putting an engine in there or programming what certain parts are going to do. The game just figures that out automatically for you. But there's still a ludicrous amount of variety to be had here. You've got tiny little single cannon cars, hulking great big tanks, walkers, helicopters and everything in between. There's even some weird chicken robots and dinosaurs with laser cannons, which are as brilliant as they are crazy. In battle, your health is determined by how many building blocks remain and how many of the other parts are still attached. If a wheel gets knocked off, then your vehicle will continue to be able to drive around, but it'll just be off balance and struggle with certain inclines as the game dynamically adjusts the handling. Although, lose too many wheels and you will be stuck, paralysed, waiting for someone to kill you. Getting cannons destroyed obviously means that you can't use them anymore as well. Bigger is better though, right? Well, maybe not, because you're making a trade-off between damage and health. There's rewards to being smaller and more nimble, as you're able to deal out comparatively much more damage, but then a few well-aimed shots will put paid to you, so there's risk and reward in how big you decide to build your robot. From just a few moments of actual playtime, the game still has quite a light and floaty feel to it that I remember. Dashing around in a spider bot with a few skittering legs and a cannon on it was fast and nimble, letting me clamber up surfaces that otherwise looked impassable, only to then happily tumble down the other sides as I chased after enemies on the other team. Compared to the PC original, there is none of the free-to-play shenanigans at work. Robocraft originally took the pay-to-progress faster route with subscriptions to help you earn at an accelerated rate, but Robocraft Infinity ditches that in favour of paying up front to get the game or subscribing to Xbox Game Pass. What's really fascinating here about the game's development is that they're following in the footsteps of Microsoft's own first-party development. Sea of Thieves made extensive use of the Xbox Insider testing program through development, and it was the first of Microsoft's first-party exclusives in their pledge to put all of their games straight into Xbox Game Pass. Robocraft Infinity is exclusive to Xbox One, and so yes, there is a close relationship because of this, but it's being developed and published digitally by Free Jam Games, and yet it's still going through the same stages that Sea of Thieves managed to go through. They've used Insider to test and get feedback from the community, and as a multiplayer-only game, they are really making use of Game Pass in order to try and get as many people through the door as possible and build this community. Making full use of Microsoft's openness towards independent developers, Robocraft Infinity has a great opportunity to find a new audience for its sandbox building and battling that helped to make it so popular on PC over the last few years. It's like a surreal take on Robot Wars, with the emphasis on user creations allowing for all sorts of weird and wonderful robots to be created, and then battling them to see which robot can reign supreme. Thanks as ever for checking out this video. This has just been a quick overview of Robocraft, which you can now get on Xbox One. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe and share it with others, and you can also come visit us over on the6thAxis.com for plenty more video game news, reviews, previews and everything else. Hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!